Hi friends, today I am telling about web application testing. These are the six checklists need to test: functionality, usability, database, compatibility, performance, and security. And the first one is functional testing. Need to test the first thing is business workflow. Try to collect maximum details about the application, that is SRS, software requirements document, and mock-up screens, and discuss with the different stakeholders and collect the data. This will help you to test how the application work and what is the flow. Then test all the links available in the web page. And next is mandatory field validation. Check in all pages available for testing, and auto-populating default value by selecting a value. This also need to check. Then giving and a positive and negative input value. This also one of the major and must have in testing in a software testing technique, that is giving a valid input, then check the response of the application, and giving invalid input value and check the response, and checking the menus and the navigations, menu navigation, and the text. Suppose the text box is available in a form, entering and not giving any value in text box, and what is happening by submitting, and drop down by default which value need to be present by taking that page, and the radio button, default radio button need to select in mode, and the checkbox, by default checkboxes need to check or uncheck, and button clicking are working or properly. These are the required testing for the web application. And next is cookie is checking by suppose the section is clear out or log out your from your application, the cookies should be cleared. That need to make sure by testing. And suppose there is different submission form is there, then by submitting the form you will get the proper message: the application successfully submitted. And suppose there is any error, the error should be showing properly in pop-up or something, uh, something like need to implement. So these are the major testing for the functional testing need to cover by a tester. Yes. Next one is usability testing. Usability means how the application is easy to use, or understanding the application easily or not. So in a web application, menus are there, text boxes, drop down, radio button, checkbox, and buttons are visible and consistent on all over the web application. And no spelling mistake or grammatical error not available in application. These also need to check. And images are properly aligned or not. The clarity of the image is proper. The image is not hiding any text text in application. These also need to check. And finally, the responsiveness of that web application on all over the devices, because suppose in tablet it may be available, but in mobile view is some of the text or drop down or buttons are not visible, then it's not a good web application in usability manner. And next one is database testing. For this testing, you need to know about the queries: select, insert, update, delete. These are the four queries mainly we have to use while testing. And after you can verifying the insert query, and inserting one data in table, and verifying in web application is it showing correctly or not, or updating some field by query, and verify in web application, delete one row of data and verify it is not showing in web application. This testing can be done. Mostly we have covering in database testing, verifying the form submitting, and verify the data are properly inserted in table, or fields are properly updated with what are the values we have given. So in updating in edit action also we have to make sure the values updated are properly in updating in table also. And we for this we checking the retrieval data from database from web application. So these are the techniques we need using in database testing. Next one is compatibility testing. Here we need to check browser compatibility by checking the application in different types of browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Safari. And next is need to check the different screen size and mobile screen, and try to understanding the resolution and the based on the devices we select, the details are properly showing. These are need to check here. And also testing in different types of operating systems like Windows, Linux, Mac. These are testing under the compatibility testing. Next is performance testing. In testing we have verifying under heavy load how the application is behaving. Sometimes the application may be unresponsive, and sometimes the app will crash and can close. So we need to make sure by checking the performance of application, and also testing the trust testing by determining the breakpoints of application. The performance testing mainly using by a tool. One of the tool we can use for this testing is JMeter. Okay, thank you. Next one is security testing. Here we have checking the authorization. That means allowed users can log into application, and after login the permission also there. The accessible pages are only by access by the authorized users. This also need to check. And the session clearing. Suppose suppose the logout action performed or the session is expired by ideal for some time, then the cookies should be cleared. This comes under security testing. And these most of the case we have performing the security testing using tools. One of tool is WhatsApp. You can performing the security testing. Here we can scan the URL actively or passively, so we can find the vulnerability by using tool. Yes, these are the 6 techniques we have to use for the web application testing.